My beloved child, there is a reason you arrived at this exact moment, and it is not ordinary. Before anything else moves around you today, listen carefully, because angels have been surrounding your path in silence, arranging moments you did not notice, delaying things you thought should have happened sooner, and protecting doors you once wanted open too early. What is unfolding now is different from what you expected, and that is why your heart has been sensing a strange pull, as if something unseen keeps asking you to pause and pay attention. Don't skip, because a message meant for this very hour is reaching you with unusual timing, and something huge is waiting for you. For days, perhaps even longer, you may have felt that certain answers stayed hidden while small signs kept appearing without explanation. A conversation repeated itself in a different form. A thought returned late at night. A memory came back without invitation. Even the quiet moments began to feel as if they were carrying meaning. That was not empty coincidence. Angels often speak before change arrives, not through noise, but through patterns so gentle that only a listening spirit notices them. Today they want you to understand that what looked delayed was not denied, and what looked silent was never abandoned. There is something very important about this season of your life. You are standing closer to a turning point than you realize. What seemed ordinary yesterday may begin to reveal unusual meaning very soon. A person, a message, an opportunity, or even a simple moment may suddenly carry more weight than expected. Stay till the end, because if you leave too early, you may miss the exact sentence your heart needed to hear today. Angels want you to stop measuring your life only by what has already happened. There are movements around you that have not yet appeared in visible form. Some things were held back because your strength had to grow first. Some answers were delayed because your direction needed refinement. You thought nothing was happening, yet unseen preparation continued every day. Even in moments when you believed the sky had become quiet, there were quiet arrangements taking place beyond what your eyes could read. And now there is one truth they want placed clearly before you: the next chapter will not arrive in the same energy as the last one. The weight you carried for too long is not meant to define the rest of your story. A softer path is being prepared, but before it opens fully, you must learn to notice what deserves your peace and what no longer deserves your fear. Don't skip, because many people miss their strongest moment simply because it arrives looking simple at first. There are certain thoughts you have carried privately, questions you never fully spoke aloud, concerns you kept behind calm expressions, hopes you protected because you feared disappointment. Angels have seen every hidden sentence your heart formed in silence. Nothing was ignored. Even when no reply came quickly, your unseen moments were heard. What surprises many people is that important change often begins quietly. Not with sudden noise, but with a small shift that later explains everything. A delayed call. A fresh idea. A meeting that seems ordinary but changes direction. A moment of clarity that removes confusion you carried for months. Something like that may be much closer than you think. And before it arrives, angels want your attention steady, because distractions often appear just before meaningful clarity. That is why your spirit must remain awake now. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you, and the next few moments of this message matter deeply. There are people around you who see only the surface of your journey, but angels know how much effort it took for you to remain standing through certain seasons. They know how many times you smiled while carrying questions inside. They know how many times you continued forward without clear explanation. What others call ordinary strength was, in truth, a quiet victory repeated again and again. Today the message is not only comfort, it is preparation. Very soon you may notice that something you nearly forgot begins returning with new meaning. A closed thought may reopen in a better form. A direction that seemed uncertain may suddenly become clear. What once felt distant may begin moving closer. And this is why you must not let discouragement speak louder than what heaven is arranging around you now. The delay did not erase your value. The silence did not cancel your future. What seemed still was often being aligned carefully so that when movement begins, it arrives with purpose. Don't skip. Listen carefully. One of the biggest mistakes people make is assuming nothing important is happening simply because they cannot yet measure it. But angels want you to know that invisible progress is still progress. There is also someone listening right now who has felt a strange heaviness recently without fully understanding why. The answer is not that you are being forgotten. It is that your spirit is standing at the edge of something that requires deeper trust than before. New beginnings often feel unfamiliar before they become beautiful. Soon, a small confirmation may appear, something simple enough to overlook if you are rushing. A sentence, a sign, a timing that feels too exact to ignore. When it comes, remember this message, because today was meant to prepare you before that moment arrives. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you, and angels rarely repeat a message this clearly unless the timing carries unusual importance. There is a gentle reminder being placed before you now. Not every closed path was loss. Some were protection. Not every unanswered moment was rejection. Some were redirection. And not every quiet season meant emptiness. Some seasons were building strength you would later need. The next part of your journey may begin with one unexpected realization. What you thought had ended may only have been paused until the right time. Hold that thought carefully today. Let it remain with you when the day becomes busy, because angels want this truth to stay near your heart. Your story is not standing still, even if it has felt quiet. And before this moment passes, hear this once more. Don't skip future signs, stay attentive, because something huge is waiting for you, and the message reaching your life today is only the beginning of what is about to become clear. There is another reason this message could not arrive earlier, because some truths only become clear when the heart has reached a certain depth of listening. Right now, while you are hearing these words, angels want your full attention on what has quietly been changing around you. A season that looked ordinary from the outside has been carrying hidden preparation beneath every day, and many of the moments you almost dismissed were carrying meaning greater than you realized. Don't skip, because what is being revealed now may explain why certain things felt delayed, why certain answers remained incomplete, and why your spirit kept sensing that something unusual was approaching. In recent days, there may have been moments when you felt a strange pause inside, even while everything around you continued normally. You may have wondered why certain thoughts returned suddenly, why certain memories appeared without warning, or why a quiet feeling kept telling you to wait before making a final decision. That inner pause was not empty. Angels often create stillness before clarity arrives, because noise can hide what the soul most needs to notice. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you, and the next truth matters deeply. Some of the things you thought were setbacks were actually repositioning moments. What felt like being held back was sometimes protection from entering the wrong direction too early. What looked slow was often precise timing working quietly beyond what you could see. There are unseen reasons why certain conversations did not happen when you expected them. There are hidden reasons why some plans changed unexpectedly. Even moments that appeared disappointing carried silent wisdom. Angels want you to understand this today so you stop measuring your worth by what did not happen on your preferred timeline. A powerful shift begins when you realize that not every closed door meant loss. Some doors remained closed because something greater needed more time to align. And now, the energy around your path is changing. What once felt blocked may begin to soften. What once looked distant may begin to move. Don't skip, because many people leave just before the most important sentence reaches them. There is also a reason your attention has been drawn repeatedly towards certain thoughts lately. Something within you already senses that a fresh direction is near. Even if you cannot name it fully, part of your spirit already knows that the coming days may not feel the same as the days behind you. Angels want to remind you that hidden progress often feels invisible until one single moment suddenly reveals it. A person may speak unexpectedly. A delayed answer may arrive. A simple event may carry meaning far beyond what anyone notices at first. And when that moment comes, you may look back and understand why this message had to reach you today. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. You have also carried strength in ways others never fully saw. There were days when you continued forward without clear encouragement. There were moments when silence surrounded you, yet you still moved through the day with quiet determination. Angels have watched every unseen effort. Nothing was unnoticed. And now comes a rare reminder: what is meant for your peace will not need to arrive through confusion. What belongs to your next chapter will begin bringing unusual clarity, even if it starts small. Sometimes angels speak through repetition. Through the same thought returning until you finally understand its importance. If something has returned to your heart again and again recently, do not ignore it too quickly. It may deserve more attention than you first assumed. Don't skip, because there is a reason this message feels personal. The next phase of your journey may begin through something simple, a sentence that touches you unexpectedly, a meeting that shifts perspective, a calm decision that later becomes significant. Important changes often arrive quietly before they become obvious. And there is one more truth angels want placed gently in your spirit right now: you are not standing where you stood before. Even if your surroundings look similar, your inner strength has changed. The understanding you carry now is deeper. The way you see life is different. That means what comes next will meet a stronger version of you. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you, and not everyone realizes how close meaningful moments can be before they appear. Soon, you may notice that something you nearly forgot begins returning in a new light. What once looked finished may reveal unfinished meaning. What once seemed distant may suddenly feel near again. But this time, you will see it with greater clarity than before. Let this stay with you today. Angels do not send strong reminders without reason. If this message found you, then your attention matters right now more than you realize. The quiet season was never empty. It was teaching you how to hear before the next chapter begins speaking more clearly. A quiet moment is approaching in your life that may look small to everyone else, yet angels want you to know it could carry unusual meaning for you. This is why your attention matters now more than ever. There are moments that appear ordinary on the surface but later become the exact point where everything begins to make sense. Don't skip, because what you hear now may become the sentence you remember when that moment arrives, and something huge is waiting for you. For a long time, you may have wondered why certain pieces of your journey felt incomplete, why answers came halfway, why clarity appeared and then faded again. But angels want to reveal something powerful. Not every answer was meant to arrive all at once. Some truths had to unfold slowly so your heart could recognize their value when they finally appeared. There are hidden seasons in life where preparation happens without visible proof. During those times, people often assume nothing important is happening, but unseen alignment continues quietly. The delay you felt was not empty. It was a space where wisdom, timing, and inner strength were being shaped together. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you, and one surprising truth is this: what you thought was silence may have been guidance arriving in a softer form than expected. Sometimes guidance does not come through loud certainty. Sometimes it arrives through repeated calm, through a thought that refuses to disappear, through a feeling that gently asks you to slow down before moving ahead. Angels often work in that quiet way so the heart learns discernment instead of rushing. And now there is something rare about this moment. You are closer than before to understanding why certain things had to happen exactly the way they did. A conversation you once dismissed may soon return to your memory with fresh meaning. A detail you overlooked may suddenly connect with something new. A simple event may carry more significance than anyone around you realizes. Don't skip, because many people miss their strongest confirmation simply because it arrives quietly first. Angels also want to remind you that your present season should not be judged only by what has not appeared yet. There are movements around you that have not fully surfaced. Something may already be shifting behind what seems still. You may soon notice a new calm entering your decisions, a stronger confidence in what deserves your energy, and less desire to chase what no longer fits your peace. That itself is a sign of growth. Sometimes the greatest miracle is not external first. It begins inside, where fear loses strength and clarity becomes stronger. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. There are listeners hearing this right now who have quietly carried disappointment while pretending everything was fine. Angels have seen those private moments too. They have seen the effort it took to remain steady when answers were unclear. Nothing about that strength has been wasted. In fact, one reason this message is reaching you now is because the strength you built in hidden moments is about to matter more than you realize. A stronger version of you is standing at the edge of a different understanding. Soon, something that once felt uncertain may begin to look clearer. What once seemed distant may begin to move closer in a form you did not expect. And when it happens, you may realize that many small signs were leading toward it all along. Don't skip, because this next truth matters deeply. Some blessings enter life quietly so they can be recognized by peace rather than excitement alone. That means not everything important will arrive dramatically. Some of the most meaningful changes begin gently: one message, one opportunity, one peaceful decision, one unexpected sense that a burden has become lighter. And angels want your spirit ready for that kind of arrival. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you, and what comes next may begin with something simple enough that only careful hearts notice it first. There is also a reminder being placed before you now: do not underestimate how much has already changed within you. The way you respond now is different than before. The way you think, pause, and understand has matured quietly through experience. That is why your next chapter cannot look exactly like the previous one. You are not entering it as the same person. A hidden shift has already begun, and even if you cannot see the full picture yet, angels want you to trust that meaningful movement often starts before visible proof appears. So hold this message close today. Carry it through your next quiet moment, because the message reaching your life now is not random. It is arriving because your season is changing, and the signs around you are becoming easier to understand. What angels want to place before you now is deeper than encouragement, because there are moments in life when a message arrives exactly before a hidden answer begins to unfold. This could be one of those moments for you. Something in your life has been quietly preparing to reveal meaning, and that is why your attention right now matters more than you may realize. Don't skip, because something huge is waiting for you, and the next part of this message may explain why certain feelings inside you have recently become stronger. There are times when the heart senses movement before the eyes see proof. You may have felt that lately, a strange awareness that something is shifting even though everything around you still looks familiar. That inner feeling did not appear without reason. Angels often allow the spirit to notice change before visible signs appear, so that when the moment arrives, you recognize it instead of missing it. For some, the last season felt unusually slow. Days moved forward, yet certain hopes seemed paused, certain answers remained incomplete, and certain plans felt suspended between waiting and wondering. But angels want you to hear this clearly: a slow season is not an empty season. Some of the most important alignments happen where nothing seems obvious. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. A powerful truth is being whispered into your path now. What you once considered delay may soon reveal itself as wise timing. There were details you could not see earlier, connections that were not ready, and lessons your heart needed before receiving what comes next. Sometimes people think nothing is happening because no dramatic sign appears, yet quiet preparation continues every day. A thought changes. A perspective softens. A hidden strength develops. And then one day, what looked silent suddenly makes sense all at once. Don't skip, because many leave too early and miss the exact sentence meant for their present moment. There may soon be a moment when something simple reaches you: a sentence, a memory, a call, a new understanding. And it will carry unusual clarity. What surprises many people is that the most meaningful turning points often arrive without loud announcement. They begin softly, but later become unforgettable. Angels want you ready for that kind of moment. If these words are reaching you deeply, hold that feeling carefully, because not every message touches the heart without purpose. Sometimes the soul recognizes truth before the mind explains it. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. There is also a gentle reminder that your journey has already changed more than you think. The way you carry silence now is different. The way you respond to uncertainty is different. Even the questions you ask inside have changed. That means the next chapter will meet a wiser version of you. And because of that, what comes next may not look like what you once expected, but it may fit you far better than what you imagined before. Angels also want to remind you that what belongs to your peace will not require endless confusion. When true clarity arrives, even if the path is simple, your spirit will recognize a quiet steadiness inside it. Don't skip, because the next truth matters deeply. Some things had to leave your path so your attention could return to what truly matters. What once distracted you may no longer feel important. What once seemed urgent may now feel small. This is not emptiness, it is growth. It means your spirit is learning what deserves lasting energy. And often, right after that inner clarity develops, new direction begins appearing. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you, and the signs around you may become clearer sooner than expected. A hidden blessing in your life may first appear as a simple shift in peace. Not excitement first, not noise first, peace first. A quiet certainty. A calm recognition. A gentle knowing that something has aligned differently. When that happens, remember this message, because angels are preparing your heart not only to receive but to recognize. What arrives next may not come through the path you predicted. Sometimes the most meaningful answers choose a different door than the one people kept staring at. That is why this moment asks for attention instead of rushing. And as this part closes, keep one thought near your heart today: if angels are speaking this clearly, then your season is not standing still. Something important is drawing closer, and the quiet around you may soon begin speaking in ways you did not expect. A new layer of this message is opening now, and angels want your attention even more carefully than before, because sometimes the most important truth is revealed after patience has already been tested. If you are still here, there may be a reason your spirit refused to leave, because something huge is waiting for you, and what comes next may connect with thoughts you have carried quietly for longer than anyone knows. Don't skip. There are moments when life appears calm on the surface while invisible arrangements continue beneath every ordinary hour. You may wake, move through the day, complete familiar tasks, and still feel that something is different without knowing why. That quiet difference is often the first sign that a deeper shift has already begun. Angels want you to understand that unseen preparation does not announce itself loudly. It often begins where nobody notices, inside your perspective, inside your patience, inside the way certain old worries no longer hold the same power over you. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. A surprising truth is this. Many people think major answers always arrive through dramatic moments, but often the strongest answer begins with one clear inner realization, suddenly understanding what deserves trust, what deserves distance, and what no longer deserves fear. That inner clarity may already be forming in you. Recently, there may have been moments when something that once troubled you felt strangely lighter. A thought that used to return with heaviness may now arrive without the same weight. A situation that once demanded all your attention may no longer control your peace the same way. This is not random. It means growth has been taking place quietly. Don't skip, because this matters more than it first appears. Angels often prepare hearts before opening fresh understanding. If the inside becomes steady first, the outside becomes easier to receive wisely. And there is another reason this message is reaching you now. Something you nearly considered ordinary may soon reveal uncommon meaning. A small conversation, a familiar place, a repeated phrase, or a quiet decision may become more important than expected. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. What makes this season different is that clarity may arrive in pieces rather than all at once. First a feeling. Then a sign. Then a sentence. Then suddenly everything begins connecting. When that happens, many people look back and realize the message had already started before they understood it. Angels want you prepared for that recognition. There are listeners hearing this who have asked silently, why now? Why this timing? And the answer may be that your heart is finally strong enough to receive what earlier versions of you would have misunderstood. That means even delays carried purpose. Don't skip, because one hidden truth still remains. What belongs to your peace will never need to force itself into your life with confusion. When something is right for your next chapter, it often arrives with calm clarity, even if unexpected. You may not have every answer immediately, but you will sense a different steadiness around it. This is why angels ask you not to rush your own conclusions too quickly. Let important moments reveal themselves fully before deciding what they mean. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. There is also a quiet encouragement for today. Not every important change announces itself with visible excitement. Sometimes the greatest shift is simply realizing that you are no longer standing where you once stood emotionally. You now understand certain things more deeply. You no longer chase every voice. You no longer react the same way to every uncertainty. That maturity itself is part of the blessing being formed. And because of that, what approaches your life now may fit the person you have become, not the person you used to be. Don't skip, because this message may become clearer very soon in daily life. A hidden answer may first appear through peace, not pressure. Through timing, not urgency. Through clarity, not confusion. And when it does, remember that angels had already prepared your heart to recognize it. So keep listening carefully to the quiet around you today, because not every ordinary hour is ordinary. Some carry beginnings that only become visible later, and one of those beginnings may already be closer than you think.